running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Second down, it's Henderson.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now a run with Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down, Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on third down, Stafford eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now here comes Kansas City. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will have a Chiefs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. Not much there, only a yard. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 4, less than 90 seconds to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. He's going to let it fly. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Butker is on target. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:09 to play. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest.